Welcome back, my beautiful YouTube family. This is your guy, John Luke. Today I wanted to touch on a subject that I feel like everybody has battled at one point in their life, and that is simply self-esteem. Now, I would be lying to you if I said and told you that I've been fat all my life. I have been overweight, and unfortunately, no, it's not been like that. I wish I could say that, but no, I'm not. I had a drastic weight gain whenever I got married, and when I graduated high school I was 155 pounds, so I have put on over 100 pounds since high school. That's an enormous amount, and besides carrying the weight around, it has also been visually not pleasing. I have a very, very stern attitude whenever it comes to being hard on myself, and I wanted to express to you all the sincerity that behind the camera, it's not always smiles. I try to keep a positive attitude in things, but I just want you to know that you're not doing it alone. Now, this is 100% real John Luke here. This is no cuts, no smoke and mirrors, no special effects. This is me, and this is how I feel. Now, by far, I am a firm believer that the hardest part out of a weight loss journey is knowing that it isn't instant gratification. Our society is built on instant gratification, the microwave society. Everybody is so used to having instant success or instant gratification doing anything that they would like to do. For example, this is a really odd example, but if you look at the wait time of the new video game systems, to say, it went from realistically 3 or 4 minutes of wait time for the game to load up. Now it's almost instantly. It changes instantly to different pages. That's just an odd example, but if you want to buy some type of new app, it downloads in just seconds. If you want to, if you want a meal, you can have one in the microwave in less than 2 minutes. Everybody runs through the drive-thru. It's much easier to run through the drive-thru than it is to, try and cook a meal at home. So we live in this society where everything is at your fingertips, at your disposal, and it's very easy to be consumed in a high-paced environment that you can get wrapped up in. So unfortunately, with this generation, it is hard for kids to grasp the concept that it may take you a while to get what you want. So I'm 23 years old, and I've came across a few things in my lifetime. I've had some hard times, and weight gain has amplified that a million times over. Visually, I have stretch marks. I have felt different types of issues growing, but I think have started to ease off in my knees and things like that. I have, just the self-esteem part. You always find yourself grabbing at your shirt and trying to, fix your shirt and making sure you're always presentable, and you're always, it's like an emotional damage. It's like a leech that is always sucking the life out of you every second of your life. And they say that a person that gets on a weight loss trip is, they're obsessed or whatever. No, a person that has got on a journey has decided to make a change in their life, and it's a very difficult thing, probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life. So my specific goal is to lose 70 pounds. I want to see 200 again, and I'm going to see it. I'm not stopping. I have no means to stop, no reason to stop. And with that being said, I am very, very in hot pursuit of that goal, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. But that can be dangerous. Often people, they take things to another level, but you really lose your focus, when you see different ways to cheat and different ways to do things. And I can honestly sit here and say, I'm 100% natural. I'm not using any type of cutting agents, any type of weight loss pills. I'm 100% legit, and I'm down 15 pounds. I'm very proud of that. 15 pounds in a month is pretty reasonable. I am looking to lose much more, and we have a lot of good goals ahead of us. So that brings the topic: what will finally satisfy or make me happy to say. Anybody that is a challenge type of person, or a person that likes to constantly see new milestones in their life, to say just milestones. Even when I get down to 200 pounds, I'm going to want to put on muscle. I'm going to want to chisel out. I'm going to want to cut up. I'm going to want to... There's always this never-ending battle. So whenever you jump on this train, you will always have the satisfaction of never being satisfied. That's what you come out to be. And sitting here at 255, it's a long road. It's a very long road to 200 pounds. And, this journey by no means is going to get any easier. Every second is going to count for something. And every little piece of whatever is put in my mouth, or, every bite of this or drink of that, is always going to be counted towards the end result. But with variables, it is going to be altered, whether it be faster or shorter. Now, I don't have any gym equipment or anything like that I'm using. I am simply just dieting very well, and I am jogging, running, and things like that. Unfortunately, today it was pouring the rain. I have done it before in the rain, but my calves really needed a day to rest. My calves the insides are throbbing where I had been walking and running so much, so I really needed today to rest. And I'm glad I did, because I wanted to film this. I had it on my mind. Whenever I get it on my mind to do a film, I want to do it whenever the emotion is there, because I don't like being fake. This is me. This is the way I'm feeling at the moment. I woke up this morning and I felt like, for the first time in a month and a half, that my hips, there's a specific feeling that you get whenever your waist is condensing. And the best way to explain that is like trying to hold on to a balloon while the air is being let out. That strict constriction feeling on your fingertips is the best way to describe that. And I woke up today, even though I'm still losing weight, I did not have that satisfying feeling that I would have as if I ran a mile the previous day. The morning after, I always work out really hard. I have this gratifying, great feeling around my core, my waist, that you can't replace it. The satisfaction of looking in the mirror and seeing results daily, that's saying something. Daily, though, is very, very awesome to see. And I've got nothing bad to say about it. It's a process. It's a process. It's just going to take time. And understand that, whenever you decide to step on this rodeo, understand it's going to take time. There's going to be times you go backwards instead of forwards. There's going to be a plateau effect. You're going to have to change it up. You're going to have to shock your body. You're going to have to do different things in order for it to work. So just be prepared, But me personally, like I said, I can be hard on myself. And what you don't want to do is constrict yourself so much that you just I mean, there's no better way to say it than you obsess, you know. You obsess. You literally obsess. You got to stay on top of it. You really do. But don't be so extreme that you'll find yourself cracking or binge eating because you were too hard on yourself. And then that happens very often. Binge eating happens very often because somebody has restricted themselves so much. It's like kinking a garden hose and finally just letting the garden hose go and the water pressure come out. Now, you know, obesity is a disease. It is something that is medically diagnosed as a disease. So you really have to play it smart in order to beat this epidemic. America is so much in jeopardy compared to the rest of the world. America is one of the most obese countries in the world, and you have to work on it one person at a time, you know. So I hope the videos are working. I hope that they get you in motion. I hope that everybody is, you know, kind of piggybacking off of that. You know, we're still a new channel to YouTube. We are almost 50 subs now. We are almost at 1,000 views of videos. We're almost at 30 videos, so we're growing. I mean, every day we are growing a little bit. But you know, whenever you turn the camera off and you turn on CNN and you look around, it's mind-blowing to know that there are so many people that is just like me and the viewer, just like me and you know, our family here, our community, that suffer, and they suffer. And you know, without the knowledge and the power of knowing how to overcome it, or without the support of the backing group, which you all have done a tremendous job helping out and supporting me, without that, you know, it is very hard. It is very hard to lose weight. And you know, don't let some personal trainer look at you and say, oh man, it won't take nothing, you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to worry about... Don't let them lie to you. You know, most of the time they're trying to sell you something. Don't get me wrong, they care about you, but at the same time, it's a business. Unfortunately, it's a business. So don't get so enthralled in the professionals that you turned a blind eye to what is really true. And you know, I encourage, do your own research. It'll by far do you very well. Do your own research, and always trial and error. Trial and error works, because what something may do to my body, it may not do to your body. And you know, stay on top of it and do the best you can. That's the main thing. Enjoy it while you're doing it. And you know, I spoke many times about having a cause. If you know it takes it, pick a cause. You know, find something good out there to work towards. There are all kinds of things to do. There are 5Ks and races, and there are obstacle courses, and there's all kinds of fun stuff out there to do. So find something, stick with it, and work towards it. You know, if you just gotta run half a mile on a treadmill every night till you can finally run a mile, do it. Go out there and do it. One of my goals in the future is to run what's called the Spartan race. I know probably some of you have heard of this. Spartan race is one of the coolest things in the world, because they do these different obstacles, and there's different lengths of track to run. And then there's actually one point where you got to throw spears and stuff, so it's really cool. I mean, they treat you like a legit Spartan. You get a number, it's just like a 5K. But in this, you're climbing through you know, mud, and you're going under wires, you're going over these obstacles. Then there's what's called the mud run. There is so many different things out there for you to get active. And even if you don't like running, find a bicycle. You know, find some type of bicycle out there to go and to, you know, it'll benefit you in the long run. Everything will, you know, just chisel at it. Little by little, piece by piece, brick by brick, chisel at it. And just remember, everything that you're doing is for the future you, and that future you is going to be the best person that you have ever known. Everything that you're going through, everything that has come against you is going to make you stronger in the end. You know, iron sharpens iron, and if you have a very good mate that helps you, and you know, whether it be spouse, best friend, whatever, if they are supportive and they will help you through this process, iron sharpens iron, and they will become stronger in the process as well. So yeah, it's a pretty good thought there. So I guess the next topic about self-esteem is how does my body feel with everything that I've done so far? I feel amazing. Not drinking sodas or pop or anything like that. I've not had any sugary, like Welch's juice or anything like that. So as far as being detoxed of sugars, I don't feel like, if there is much in my system, there isn't very much in my system. As far as desserts, I've had one dessert in the past month and a half, and that was a low-carb cheesecake. And there isn't hardly anything in a cheesecake anyway, if you make it right with the right materials, that is. I can say I don't feel so bogged down. I don't feel tired. I don't feel like I'm lifeless. I've got good energy, and I'm able to go out there and I'm able to run a mile. I'm able to, walk a few a day. I'm able to, enjoy time better. And, it's a nice feeling that I don't have these heavy chains holding me down. If you've never been on a diet, which is, I'd really be shocked. But if you've never been on a diet that you eat poorly, and you're eating chips and sodas and things, it's very hard to describe a feeling whenever you know that you're putting garbage in your mouth, if that makes any sense. Every bite is guilty. You have this guilt, this overwhelming feeling that whenever you're trying to eat, you just know that it's working more towards the bad than it is good. And I remember, 2 months ago, it's nothing for me to eat half 3/4 of a cake. It's nothing. I could do it, no problem. I could probably do it right now. But the difference is I'm not going to. Pizza. I love pizza. I love fried chicken. I love all the things anybody in the world would love. I'm no different than you. And I can't say that I have not had temptation, because I have had temptation. It's hard to go through your favorite pastry aisle, or it's hard to pass by your favorite restaurant and smell it bacon, or things like that. It is difficult sometimes. It can be difficult. But I see the end picture, and I see what kind of person I'm going to be when I make it through all this. And it's just making a better me. Simple as that. It's just making me better. Now, friends, I'm not trying to push pity. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about me or anything like that. I'm just trying to relate on a subject that everybody battles at one point in their life. And, this is my true emotions, raw and uncut. And I felt like you all should know that everybody hurts, everybody's human. And if you like this video, smack that like button down there on the bottom for me, the little blue finger. And if you want to subscribe, follow the journey, feel free. Hit that little red button. Subscriptions come to you every time I post something new. Smack the little bell. It'll notify your phone, whatever device you have, that I have uploaded. We upload quite a bit. And with the new algorithm with YouTube, it is beneficial for a smaller channel like me, or like yourself watching, to go out there and film, post, and it helps in the long run. You see growth. And not to mention, you get really good practice doing it. But guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get this up so you all can see it. I thank you all very much. Always keep God first. Have a great night, great day, wherever you're at. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to email me. I'm going to put my email down there at the bottom. And love you guys. Talk to you soon.